Let's give some advantages and disadvantages of small businesses. Right. So for our small firms, we'll write about the advantages and some disadvantages. So small firms tend to have some advantages also. That's why they exist. One is like they have like personalized service. So they have direct contact contact with their customers. Along that line, they have flexibility, which means that easy to adapt to market changes. They are not bound as such. Because large firms have this problem if market trends are changing, they have invested so much on the old ways and methods and stuff that it's not so easy for them to switch, and then there is a lot of bureaucracy. यहाँ पे small firms usually have like a single owner, and that owner decides whatever they need to decide, right? uh, Setup costs and paperwork is easy. There's not much government scrutiny behind the setup of small firms. जैसे अगर आप प्राइवेट और पब्लिक लिमिटेड कंपनीज बन जाते हो तो you have to give a lot of details and meetings, and there are these certain rules and regulations that has to be followed. For smaller businesses, you have a lot more leniency. Okay. At the same time, the business can be, you need small finances to operate, and average cost is lowered easily. जब सेटअप ही सस्ता है तो बहुत आराम से आप अपनी एवरेज कॉस्ट लो कर देते हो. So you have certain advantages to run a small firm, and then there's potential for growth, obviously. Now, whereas the disadvantages go, they have a lot of disadvantages also. Like, they have very limited finances. And when you have limited finances, it does not allow for growth easily. You have to take lots of time in order to grow. It's not so easy to get finance from the bank and stuff also, because banks large firms को बड़ी आराम से दे देती हैं because there's a lot of asset that they have. लेकिन small firms don't tend to have so much, so इसीलिए it's not they don't give them so easily. Large firms can compete with them and shut them down. And that would happen because of the large firms can so easily lower their cost कि ये छोटी firms उनके साथ compete ही नहीं कर सकती, because it's so difficult to compete with these large firms. पर इनका अच्छी बात क्या होती है कि स्मॉल शॉप्स कैन बी देयर, जैसे कन्वीनियंस स्टोर्स होते हैं, दे कैन बी राइट देयर इन द मिडल ऑफ द सिटी. रेंट होता है एक्सपेंसिव, बट large firms cannot exist. Large supermarkets are usually out a little away from the most crowded areas. They're not usually there in the expensive areas as such, because उनका सेटअप इतना बड़ा होता है, उनके रेंटल्स इतने ज़्यादा होते हैं, that they have to be a little on the outskirts of this city. So we could say they have a limited clientele, as they cannot market themselves as a large firm